Hey guys, so I'm sure we've all noticed how common thoracic outlet syndrome is becoming, not only with athletes, but I think our day-to-day lives, sitting in front of a computer the whole day, sitting in front of a desk, getting in your car, and if you look at it by the end of the day, you've sat most of the day, and then you fall into the couch, and then you go lay in the bed, and you're not moving enough. That's why we have obesity problem, but this is also why I think the whole nation worldwide has posture problems, has structural problems with their movement, their joints, and this is just due to sitting and forward rounded shoulders and forward head the whole day. And one major problem I think is kids at school with their heavy backpacks, because I remember when I was at school, you throw your bag, you've got your bag and you throw it over one shoulder and you walk around with your bag on one shoulder. And I remember doing this, and I used to get a sore neck and sore trap muscle from when I was at school already. And I think bags are just getting heavier and heavier with all the books that kids are carrying around, and bones are still developing. So from an early age, you've got this constant compression pushing your clavicle down and pushing your one shoulder down. And as developing as kids, it's not good, because later in life you're going to have one lopsided shoulder and you're going to be used to walking with a weight that's not meant to be there. And I think that's why all the generations growing up is just developing more and more problems. So if we can address it from school level, not to have these heavy bags on our shoulders, or help your kids remember to put both sides on, or get them a wheelie bag, just to help them not have any postural problems later on in life. And sitting up straight, that's a problem, getting people to do that. I know I've had bad posture my whole life, and very rounded shoulders and a forward head, and never took notice until all of this developed into thoracic outlet syndrome. And it's only now that I've been really working on my posture every day and all the time. And by doing that, I can feel how weak my core is, and how weak my lower back is, and how tight my hamstrings are, because they all play a factor. So if you can't do much, work on your hamstrings and your stretches, just slight movements. Don't worry about your shoulder area, work on your lower part of your body, because lower part will affect the upper part. If you can just work other areas just to help your body and ease your symptoms slightly. If you don't want to move too much, or you don't want to aggravate, or your doctor says you're not allowed to do anything, simple little things like that just get cleared, and I'm sure you'll be able to just stretch your hamstrings on a chair or something with little effort that can help you. But definitely our day-to-day lives affect us, and so if you can just keep supple and keep that movement from your kid's age all the way up, get moving a little bit. I can feel the more I'm moving now, I've got to that point. When I first started, it was a case of one day feeling great and then 3 days feeling bad, or doing a stretch and then throwing myself off for like a week, and it felt like a roller coaster, like I wasn't getting anywhere. But you just need to see what works for you, what you can do, and see your weak spots. Because now that I'm more supple, I see why I was struggling. Say squats at gym, my feet would always go forward, and I wouldn't know why. It's because my Achilles tendon was tight, my hamstrings were too tight, and I couldn't drop as low and couldn't keep a straight back. So only now I'm learning and stretching and feeling and seeing the results, and now I can keep a straight back, I can go low into a squat, or keep my back straight during a deadlift. But even just when I go to the driving range with golf, just that stance, when I'm standing with a club and leaning forward, I can feel how weak my lower back has become. And if I try keep my straight back, I can feel my abs, how weak my upper abs have become. Because as we sit, we just relax our core, and our upper back and our shoulders take the strain and the weight of our neck. And when your neck is forward and your head is forward, your head can double, triple, quadruple in weight. So you can see how everything gets affected. So be conscious of your posture, squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you can't do anything else, do it a chin tuck, like just pushing your head straight back, tucking your chin right back, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And that will take all the pressure off your neck area and your shoulders. And just keep doing that a few times a day for a few seconds. I've been doing it since I've started my channel, and from then till now I've got a huge improvement. And a lot of people don't want to do the exercises because they're too scared. So get cleared by your doctor, see what you can and what you can't do. But simple little movements do help, because if you're sitting doing nothing, like I got to a point where I was drawing and I couldn't even hold my pen anymore, and I felt like I couldn't do anything, and I was too scared to do anything because I knew I'd feel worse. So it was a lot of trial and error, and that's why on my channel I'm just giving what's worked for me. There are many times where I've done something and it didn't work, and I was out for weeks, and I didn't start my channel then because I had no motivation, no drive. I couldn't even help myself, never mind help anybody else. So if some of my videos seem too positive and seem like, oh, you're just going to get over it, that's not the case. Nobody saw my struggles for the 2 years before this, and this last year specifically, how depressed and down and couldn't do a thing. I was literally living on the couch. I couldn't even go lay in bed because I lay in bed, and we all know the compression gets worse and you can't get comfortable. So that's a side that I didn't show in my videos, but I have been through that. So it's not like I've just come in and come with my motivational speeches and just try to help everybody, but I don't know what everyone's going through. I know exactly what everyone's going through. I've just worked with a lot of different techniques, and it's been very tough. But I finally got to that point, and I'm actually helping a lot of people and getting messages a lot from people around the world. And it's great trying to connect with other people and know that you're not alone, because I felt very alone when I would lay on the couch and I'd think to myself, I'm never going to come right. But chatting to people with the same symptoms really puts your mind at ease and lets you know that you're not going through everything alone. And that's just comforting to know that. So if anybody has any questions, just comment below or contact me on Facebook, or join one of the groups that we're part of on Thoracic Outlet Syndrome, the support groups around Facebook. Subscribe to the channel so you can get constant updates, because I'm trying to work backwards and trying to remember all my steps to try and help people from the beginning, because I know it's very frustrating. So subscribe and find us on Facebook, and I hope that something can help you.